Hi YouTube, I'm going to introduce some top notes to you. You've probably heard people refer to top notes, middle notes, and bottom notes. When you first initially spray a perfume, what you're smelling most likely, very often, are the top notes. And these are, for example, like bergamot. This is a top note, okay? These are very often citrusy. Um, Bergamot itself is a very citrusy, sort of floral, midway between lime and lemon type sort of scent. It even smells a little bit like lavender. I digress. I'm getting off topic. But top notes are those sort of thin, diffusive materials that evaporate quickly and they leave the skin quickly. So you spray on the perfume. The top notes are the molecules that they come off of you very quickly. They make an immediate impression, and they're very often fresh smelling materials. So, as I said, bergamot is probably the most important top note, along with something called linalool or ethyl linalool, which is a synthetic material. Okay, next I have something called 6,3-hexanol. And 6,3-hexanol is another important top note. Perfumers use it in very minuscule amounts because it's extremely powerful. Basically, it smells like green leaves. Okay. Next we have juniper, which is also again a very powerful essential oil, natural essential oil. And it's used to give a perfume sort of lift and a peppery scent and a sort of conifer scent. Other conifer top notes would be like pine essential oil or cypress essential oil. All of these smell like Christmas trees, basically. They have slight differences. The juniper is more peppery. The pine oil is your basic green, and the cypress is quite a little bit longer lasting and a little bit more powerful than pine. Next, we come to somewhat edible-like sweet top notes, like sweet birch or wintergreen. And sweet birch and wintergreen, they both smell like Wrigley's Spearmint bubblegum. If you have a toothache, you can put this on your toothache and it will help you. And it smells like almost this very, very sweet, fruity smell along with mint. Next, we have something called fructone, which is a synthetic material, smells basically like apples. We have lemongrass, which will help extend lemon notes further deeper into a perfume because it lasts quite a bit longer than lemon essential oil. Next, we have nutmeg, which smells like woody, peppery. It smells, it reminds me of peanut oil or Chinese cooking for some reason. Again, we can use this in small amounts, and it's great to mix with something called vetiver. Nutmeg is typically used in sort of deep, woody men's scents as part of the top note. Next, we have something called amyl vinyl carbonol. It smells like mushrooms. So if you want to smell like mushrooms, there you go. Of course, we have lime. Lime is considered to be a very masculine scent. It's a wonderful, wonderful top note for any type of cologne. And speaking of cologne, we have the synthetic material called Cologne. And Cologne smells just like the ocean or a waterfall. Slightly fishy, slightly fishy. It's very aquatic, and it smells like the ozone, like the mist coming off of a waterfall. So I typically introduce this into perfumes that maybe a young man's cologne, if I want to make them smell fresh and sporty, that type of thing. Next, we have orange bitter, which is similar to orange, but it's got a flatter texture. It's got a more woody sort of texture, and it's actually made of the same tree as neroli and petitgrain. So it's got this really nice woody smell to it. That's orange bitter. Next, you have black pepper, but black pepper could also be a middle note. Rosemary, which you want to use in just tiny amounts in your top notes because it's rocket fuel. And Litsia Q Baby, which is a lemon type scent, but it lasts longer than lemon. We have good old regular sweet orange and apple essence. You can mix this in tiny amounts with perhaps with something like Cologne. So you could get this like sort of green apple, aquatic, fresh. Maybe add some Bergamot, and these three would make a very nice top note. Anyways, those are your fresh, lively top notes. Very often either citrus, coniferous, green trees, evergreen trees, or somewhat fruity. And these are what you're going to smell when you first spray a perfume, but don't let them fool you, because you really want to take a look at the heart notes when you buy a perfume. So spray a perfume on, let it wait 10 or 15 minutes, and then smell it and see if you like that there. I hope this was a little bit helpful to you guys. Thanks.